welcome to the show. Today we will have two amazing women here to talk to us about women's rights and the women's suffrage movement. But first, we're going to take a quick break.
Hey ladies, do you know why Beyonce sings to the left, Because women have no rights. Together, we can change that.
I'm Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and I approve this message.
Hi, and welcome back. Please help me welcome Lucretia Mott and Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Hi, Lucretia.
Hi.
Okay, so I hear you two have both been advocating for women's rights. Why don't you tell me about your movement?
Well, women have to realize that men have been taking away our rights as citizens. We cannot vote. We don't have equal wages. While married, we cannot manage these wages. And if we go through a divorce, we don't even have the right to see our own children. We need to work together to make sure that women can have equal rights as men. Who's with me?
We've been working together for over a year now, and we've been trying to gain supporters. We really have been advocating for equal rights between women and men, especially the right to vote. As citizens of America, we deserve to be able to vote for our representatives in government.
That's really great, and I'm a strong supporter of this movement. So, I first heard about you two and the movement after the Seneca Falls Convention last year. What do you think happened at that convention that caused such controversy?
I had to get the word out that women need to stand up for themselves in order to gain rights. So, Elizabeth and I organized this convention with the central purpose being to gain followers for the women's rights movement. I think the controversy comes from the fact that this was the first event held for women's rights, so it was kind of shocking.
Elizabeth, what role did you have in the convention?
I helped to organize the Seneca Falls Convention, but I also wrote what I call the Declaration of Sentiments. I modeled it after the Declaration of Independence because I think that helps us send the message that women have been oppressed by men and are now declaring themselves free from the oppression. The importance of this document is that it is the first step towards women being empowered and obtaining the rights they deserve.
How did you two first get involved in this reform?
When I was working at Nine Partners Boarding School as a teacher's assistant, I found out that boys and girls had to pay the same amount to attend the school. However, the female teachers got paid less than the male teachers, and I felt as if a wrong had been done against me. That's when I realized that something had to be done to salvage women's rights.
My journey for women's rights started when I attended the World's Anti-Slavery Convention in London. The women were not allowed to participate in the discussions, and we were forced to sit in a roped-off section. I felt as if women were being treated like slaves in a way. The men weren't letting us participate, and they discriminated against us. That made me realize that women aren't being treated right, and something has to be done about it. That's actually where I met Lucretia, and we started collaborating. The ideas for the Seneca Falls Convention started as a result.
What are your plans for the future? After this movement has taken off, how do you plan to expand upon it?
I'm currently working on publications that really push the idea of equal rights to the public. Susan B. Anthony and I have been discussing starting an equal rights association in America.
I'm not able to travel much because of my children, so I've mostly been writing speeches and publications for Susan B. Anthony to hand out. Really, my focus is on spreading the movement to a more widespread audience to gain momentum. I'm trying to promote the idea of women's suffrage. Eventually, I hope that Susan and I will be able to start our own association to promote women's suffrage.
What is the ultimate goal you ladies wish to achieve through this reform?
Definitely for both of us, it is for women to be viewed as men's equal and treated that way. And at this point, the only way to make that possible is to have laws passed.
Well, thank you so much, ladies. It's been great to have you on the show today, and I wish you the best of luck with your campaign. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with a performance by Beyonce.